In this universe, stories of fear and power come from many directions. Some emerge from cosmic forces, some from twisted dimensions, and some from pure emotion. But when we talk about the Mind Flayer from Stranger Things and Scarlet Witch from the Marvel Universe, we are talking about two beings who are not simply powerful, they redefine the meaning of power in their own worlds. One is a possessive hive-mind monster born from shadows and particles, a force that spreads through fear and infection. The other is a reality-breaking sorceress, a chaos being capable of rewriting universes with her will. Both are terrifying, both are unstoppable in their own domains, and both carry stories built on trauma, destruction, and unimaginable strength. The Mind Flayer is a creature of the Upside Down, a dimension ruled by rage, storms, and hive-intelligence. It is not a single body but a storm of particles, a living network of shadow energy. It spreads itself through hosts, taking over living beings and turning entire populations into puppets. Its motivations are simple but terrifying: expand, dominate, and invade the human world. Whenever the Mind Flayer takes control, the results are catastrophic. It infects biology, controls the weather, creates monsters, and shapes an army out of pure darkness. It is horror on a grand scale. Scarlet Witch, on the other hand, is a different type of nightmare. She is not a cosmic storm, she is a broken heart with the power of a goddess. Wanda Maximoff's chaos magic allows her to bend reality itself. She rewrites futures, changes probability, manipulates minds, and reshapes matter. Her emotional state fuels her abilities, and when she feels pain, fear, or rage, her powers expand to unimaginable levels. In the Marvel Universe, she is classified as an Omega-level magic user and one of the strongest beings to ever exist. With a single phrase, she erased the powers of millions of mutants. With a single spell, she destroyed the Illuminati. Scarlet Witch is not just strong, she is dangerous because she can lose control, and when she does, entire worlds can collapse. When two such forces are compared, one from a supernatural horror realm and one from a multiversal magical universe, the question becomes, which form of unstoppable power dominates? Does the hive-mind intelligence of the Mind Flayer overpower a chaos witch who can rewrite reality? Or does Scarlet Witch's emotional-driven magic break through a creature made of shadows and particles? This is a battle of scale versus sorcery, dimension versus magic, hive intelligence versus raw reality manipulation. And today, we will explore which of these two stands at the true peak of destructive potential. Understanding their powers and limits. To understand who would win, we first need to explore their power sources and limits. The Mind Flayer is not a biological creature. It is a particle-based entity, a giant cloud of conscious shadow dust that can shape itself into any form it wishes. It does not have organs, bones, or a soul. It cannot be stabbed or cut. Even burning it does not destroy it completely. Instead, it reforms, spreads, and returns. Its greatest power is its hive mind. When it possesses someone, it gains access to every memory, every fear, every physical ability. It controls entire groups at once and can create monstrous forms from flesh and matter. This allows the Mind Flayer to build armies and overwhelm opponents with sheer numbers. But the Mind Flayer has limitations. It needs hosts to operate in the human world. It cannot independently cross dimensions without a gate. It struggles against extremely powerful psychic forces. And despite its size, it does not possess reality-warping capabilities. It cannot create something from nothing. It cannot rewrite the rules of physics. It works within the structure of the upside-down supernatural laws, not beyond them. Scarlet Witch, on the other hand, breaks those laws. Her chaos magic is not bound by dimension, biology, or physics. Her spells affect matter, space, time, and probability. She can collapse universes, overpower cosmic beings, and destroy magical constructs created by gods. Her telekinesis can demolish mountains. Her mind manipulation can collapse civilizations. But where the Mind Flayer is emotionless and cold, Scarlet Witch is powered by emotion. This is both her strength and her weakness. When she is emotionally stable, she can control her abilities with precision and intelligence. When she is broken, her power becomes explosive, unpredictable, and catastrophic. In the MCU, she tore through the Illuminati, beings far stronger than most creatures in the Upside Down. In the comics, she rewrote the entire Marvel reality more than once. Her limits are shaped only by her emotional state. When she reaches her full potential, she becomes a living embodiment of chaos, a force of magic so powerful that even cosmic beings fear her. So now the question is simple: can the Mind Flayer's hive-mind and dimension-spanning influence overpower Wanda's chaos magic? Or will Scarlet Witch simply bend the rules of the Upside Down to defeat a being built from shadows? How their powers collide. If Scarlet Witch and the Mind Flayer confronted each other, both would immediately attempt to turn the battlefield in their favor. The Mind Flayer would try to infect, possess, and overwhelm using its hive particles. It would send waves of shadow energy, demogorgons, or even massive flesh constructs like the Season 3 monster. It would use its ability to control weather, electricity, and biological organisms to swarm Wanda. But Scarlet Witch does not fight the way normal heroes fight. She does not punch or kick. She does not need to move. Her attacks happen through thought, through feeling, through chaos. The Mind Flayer's infection would fail instantly. Wanda's mind is not something it can control. A hive mind can only influence ordinary human brains, not an Omega-level sorceress with chaos magic. The Mind Flayer thrives on fear and trauma, but Scarlet Witch turns trauma into power. Instead of weakening her, fear would make her stronger. If the Mind Flayer entered Wanda's mind, it would be stepping into a place where chaos magic rules, meaning it would be overwhelmed by her emotional energy. Next, the Mind Flayer might try physical attacks. But physical matter does not frighten Scarlet Witch. She can disintegrate monsters with a gesture, destroy armies with a blast, and warp the battlefield into illusions. The Mind Flayer's storm-like form is powerful, but Wanda can manipulate particles, molecules, and energy. She could tear apart its cloud structure, freeze it in place, or even bend it into a different form. Even if the Mind Flayer summoned every monster from the Upside Down, Scarlet Witch could still twist them out of existence. She is one of the rare beings who can fight an entire dimension because her magic is not restricted to one universe's laws. But the Mind Flayer has one major advantage: scale. It spreads across miles. It can reform endlessly. It can fight indefinitely. Wanda cannot fight forever. Her power, while enormous, drains her physically and emotionally. The Mind Flayer does not get tired. It does not break. It does not panic. It exists endlessly. Still, Scarlet Witch's most dangerous ability remains untouched: reality manipulation. She does not need to destroy the Mind Flayer physically. She can erase its dimension, collapse the gate between worlds, or rewrite the Upside Down's rules. The Mind Flayer cannot fight someone who changes the very foundation of its existence. Full power showdown: who dominates the other? Imagine a full power battle. The sky turns red. The ground cracks. The Upside Down overlaps with reality. The Mind Flayer fills the sky with storms, lightning, and monsters crawling from every direction. Its shadow particles swirl around Scarlet Witch like a hurricane. But Wanda elevates, eyes glowing red, chaos magic swirling around her like cosmic fire. The Mind Flayer floods the area with hive particles, attempting to overwhelm her mind. She lifts her hand, and every particle freezes midair. She closes her fist, and the storm collapses like dust. The Mind Flayer shifts, creating new forms, new mouths, new limbs. Wanda transforms the terrain, turning space into energy waves that tear through the swarm. The Mind Flayer grows larger, stretching across the horizon. Wanda calls forth chaos magic that cracks the sky in half. This battle becomes a clash of infinite endurance versus infinite reality alteration. The Mind Flayer tries to consume space, Wanda rewrites space. The Mind Flayer tries to infect matter, Wanda unravels matter. The Mind Flayer tries to possess minds, Wanda erases the concept of possession with a thought. Even if the Mind Flayer stretches across dimensions, Wanda can collapse those dimensions with a spell. At full power, Scarlet Witch becomes something the Mind Flayer cannot comprehend. A force beyond physics, beyond magic, beyond fear. The Mind Flayer is powerful inside its own rules, but Scarlet Witch does not follow those rules. She erases them. Final result, who would win? After comparing their origins, strengths, weaknesses, and combat potential, the final answer becomes clear. The Mind Flayer is a terrifying monster with immense influence over the Upside Down. It controls armies, spreads infection, and overwhelms entire cities. But Scarlet Witch is a cosmic-level reality manipulator. Her powers surpass dimensions, physical forms, and hive intelligence. Where the Mind Flayer attacks biology, Wanda attacks reality itself. Where the Mind Flayer needs a world to infect, Wanda can rewrite that world out of existence. In a full-power showdown, only one final result is possible: Scarlet Witch wins. The Mind Flayer may dominate a dimension, but Scarlet Witch dominates reality. Her chaos magic overwhelms the Mind Flayer's shadow intelligence at every level: mental, physical, and dimensional. Final result: Scarlet Witch is far more powerful, and she wins the battle decisively. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.